All right, let's talk about the Gyanvapi case again. In fact, Varanasi District Court will start hearing this case today, days after the Supreme Court transferred the civil suit to a district judge. Let me straight go across to Harish, who's joining us for more details. Harish, latest development here is that the fresh plea has now been filed in the top court, as well as this hearing is going to happen in the Varanasi District Court.
Yes, that's right. All eyes on the district court today because the district judge will be holding his first hearing 2 days after the Supreme Court had transferred the case from the civil judge Varanasi to the district judge, saying that this issue requires a very senior and experienced, seasoned judge to hear the matter because it involves a lot of complexities and sensitivities. And yes, today the hearing will begin. There are several petitions, but foremost, as per the directions of the Supreme Court, the district judge will first hear the maintainability plea because the Supreme Court had said that the district judge should first decide whether the plea filed by 5 women devotees is maintainable or not, and only after that the district judge is expected to move to other petitions. So first, the Muslim side is expected to argue that the entire case, the plea by the 5 women devotees seeking permission for daily darshan at the Hindu idols engraved on the western wall of the mosque is barred by Places of Worship Act. They go on to say that even this Ayodhya judgment had upheld the validity of the Place of Worship Act and had said that it is very essential to maintain the secular fabric of the country. Remember, the Place of Worship Act provides maintaining the status quo of religious places as on 15th August 1947. At the same time, the Hindu side is expected to argue that the places of worship is not covered in this Gyanvapi case because the religious structure itself of the Gyanvapi Mosque is that of a Hindu temple, and no mosque can have idols of Hindu gods engraved on it, motifs and murals, as we have been covering all along. And they will also say that this complex, the Kashi Vishwanath Gyanvapi Mosque complex, comes under the Ancient Monuments and Archaeological Sites and Remains Act 1958, and not it's an exemption under the Places of Worship Act, and therefore this case is not covered under the Places of Worship Act. They will also go on to argue that even though in the Ayodhya judgment the judges had spoken positively about this Places of Worship Act, they were mere observations and doesn't have the force of a law, and the constitutional validity of this particular act was not in front of that Ayodhya bench. So these will be the arguments which will be coming up before the district judge when the matter is expected to begin around 2 o'clock. Besides this maintainability suit, the other petition pending before the district judge is that, as I said, the petition filed by 5 women Hindu devotees seeking right to worship. Number 2, prayer by the Muslim side seeking de-sealing of the Wazukhana and the pond. Number 4, plea by the Hindu side seeking demolition of a wall near the Wazukhana and also removal of debris from where they believe that more and more idols, murals and motifs will come out. So all eyes on the district judge Varanasi, and the matter will begin at 2 p.m.
Right. In fact, Harish, do stay with us. We've got some more breaking news that's coming in. The petitioner has filed an intervention application in the top court in this case. Like Harish was telling us, the matter is also being taken up in the district court in Varanasi as well. Harish, what do we know about this intervention plea that has been filed in top court?
Yes, this is also a very significant development. Advocate Ashwini Upadhyay, who is a key person in this whole dispute, has filed an intervention plea in the Supreme Court, which is already hearing the matter and has fixed the next date of hearing for July 3rd week. So Ashwini Upadhyay says that whenever the matter is taken up by Supreme Court again, he should also be heard because he is the petitioner on whose petition last September the Supreme Court had issued notice to the center seeking its stand stand on his petition, which had challenged the constitutional validity of the Places of Worship Act. Ashwini Upadhyay argues that the parliament, which had enacted this act in 1991 under the prime ministership of P.V. Narasimha Rao, cannot legalize any illegal acts by an invader on places of worship of the Hindus, and Parliament has no right to restrain the Hindus from reclaiming the religious places through the judicial process by using the due process. So these are the main arguments in his petition, and he says that whenever the Gyanvapi Mosque matter is heard by the Supreme Court next, as of now it's listed for July 3rd week, he also should be heard. So that is what basically the intervention application says. The application is expected to be mentioned tomorrow before the Supreme Court. We'll have to wait and watch whether the Supreme Court admits his intervention plea or not.